Hello. Now that you're taking a course in Introductory Old Testament, you may be wondering how to research for papers in this class. This tutorial will show you how to research using the ATLA database of religious studies. From the library homepage, we can go to Databases and click on it. We can search databases by name or by subject. We'll search today by name. Under A, we scroll all the way down to the bottom until we find the database called ATLA, Religion Database with ATLA Serials. Let's say that your professor has asked you to write a paper on the history of Jewish interpretations of the relationship between Abraham and Isaac in Genesis chapter 22. Where should we start with this search? Well, we could try searching Abraham and Isaac with no delimiters. We get 569 results. Do any of them look like what we want? Rabbi Abraham Isaac Kook and the opening passage of the war, that doesn't seem relevant. Here's one on Romans 4, but that's a New Testament text. This one is in French. This one's about music. None of these seem to be relevant. This was not a very helpful search. We could perhaps try delimiting our search for Abraham and Isaac to a particular field, maybe abstract, the little description that comes at the top of many scholarly articles. Because if you have an article that deals with the relationship between Abraham and Isaac, both names are probably going to be located in the abstract. Let's see what happens. We only get 20 hits. None of these look really great. Another problem with this search is that if we look over here at the publication dates, we find that these are all very old. All of these results. The most recent one is 1985. That's a long time ago. We probably want something newer than that. So let's try again. Instead of searching for Abraham and Isaac, let's search for Abraham or Isaac. And perhaps we'll search not by abstract, but instead by subject. Wow, now we have 5,363 hits. That's a lot. So we can scroll down a little bit. Again, these titles don't necessarily seem to be exactly what we're looking for. Your professor specified that you're looking at the relationship between Abraham and Isaac in Genesis chapter 22. We can search in ATLA by scripture reference. So let's do that. That's much better. Now we have 92 hits. We can limit that even further by scrolling down here to language in the sidebar and selecting only articles that are in English. And we can delimit how old the texts are that we're going to use. So let's say we want to search within the last 20 years. There we go. This looks a little bit more like what we're looking for. Here's a good one. Go, I beg you, take your beloved son and slay him, the binding of Isaac in rabbinic literature and thought. That sounds exactly like the sort of thing your professor has in mind. So we'll click on this, and if we click on PDF full text, we'll find that we can pull up the entire text of the article and look through it. If this seems like a good source for you, and you're interested in citing it, you can go over here to the button that says Cite, and you can scroll down and look for the appropriate citation format. In religious studies, the standard format is Chicago or Turabian style. So all you have to do is highlight it and copy and paste it into your paper. And you don't even have to worry about how to format the citation. We noticed another word in our list of articles earlier that we didn't recognize, the word akedah. Here it is again. It's spelled a little bit different, but it's the same word. This is a Hebrew word that means binding, and in Jewish tradition, Genesis 22 is often referred to as the akedah. So another thing that you could do if you're looking for more literature specifically on Jewish interpretations of the text is search by clicking on this word akedah and see if it pulls up more information, more articles that would be relevant to your search.